Oh, damn, look at this fucking thing. What the fuck? Some weird ass shit, boy. Trying to get tatted. Alright, so what's happening, people? It's your boy Dubs. What's good? Yeah, ooh, let's pass by the Yamaha dealer right quick. Hey. So yeah, man, today I want to talk about another fucking bogus ticket I got. And this was a while ago, so you ain't gonna see no cops or nothing like that. You know, there was one time the cops really, you know, like they just always kept fucking with me. One point in my life. So, back in the day, my dad had a friend and he was a mechanic, right? And so he was like, all right, you know, I was in autos or whatever. I took a few autos classes and he was like, all right, you want to work on, you know, a real car and get paid? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So, you know, we were doing some timing belts and, you know, shit like that on a PT Cruiser. So we had to, you know, lift the motor and everything. So we were working on the car. We were in my driveway and, you know, my mom's got a car that came stock with subs. So we were listening to music while working on the car. My girl was there, you know, my friends were all there, and we were just all, you know, fucking around, doing our thing, working on the car, and we had music playing, you know, coming out the subs. So the cops show up at my house, and they're like, are those aftermarket speakers? And we're like, no, they came stock. They look in, they're like, those aren't stock speakers. And I was like, they're stock speakers. You know, my mom bought the car with these speakers in there. And they were like, it was this whole fuss about it. You know, they called my mom out, blah, 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 blah. So they ended up they wrote, at the time I was a juvenile, they wrote my mom a fucking ticket because they showed up, like they were called to my house X amount of times. You know, like I guess there was like a certain number that you couldn't pass, you know, in a month, and me and my brother were both past that. So they wrote my mom a ticket for that. It was a $450 fucking ticket because they had to deal with us so many times. So my mom was like, no, that shit ain't happening, you know, and she was like, I'm taking this to court. They're like, well, either way you have to show up for court. So not only did they write my mom a fucking ticket, they wrote me a fucking ticket too for disturbing the peace because my speakers were too loud. My neighbor comes outside and he's like, you know, what was the police about? I'm like, you didn't call, you know? And my other neighbor on the other side came out and I was like, did you call? And they're like, no, it wasn't us. So the two neighbors on both sides of my house were perfectly fine with how loud the music was. I got a disturbing the peace because my music was too loud. That was like another $250 ticket. The fuck? And man, I was just pissed. So, you know, they tried to get us for like damn near $700. So my mom ended up going to court and they dropped the $450 ticket, you know, for them being at my house too many times because, like, pretty much my mom's lawyer was like, this is ridiculous. Just because the boys got into a little bit of trouble, now the police are harassing them and they are nitpicking at every little thing they do, and they are just taking advantage of that these boys have a name, so let's, you know, keep harassing them. So they dropped the one ticket. Damn. And I don't know what happened with the other ticket. I don't know if it was paid or what happened with it, but it was just, you know, it's just ridiculous. Like the cop, and you know what? I don't blame the cops because I was doing a lot of bad shit, a lot of fucking bad shit. And I was, you know, at the time I was in and out of jail. The cops were at my house. There was one time where they were at my house. They were in 1 week 14 times. That's twice a fucking day. You know, I was bad, dude. I was real bad. But yeah, they tried to get us. They tried to fuck me over. They tried to fuck my mom over, and It's just like, you know what? You know, I was trying to fucking learn a trade, and, you know, I was trying to, like, be a better person and shit. But the cops don't give a fuck. Once your name's in the system, boy, you ain't never, you know, every time that one cop that knows you sees you, he's gonna fuck with you, and that's just how it is. So that's why I'm always out here like, you know, fuck the police, because the police know me, dude. The police, you know, they don't give a fuck about me. So this your boy does. Police know me. Fuck the police. Deuces.